Is ready. Claudia, how's that audio sounding? What's up?
I think it works. I can hear you.
Beautiful. All right. Well, it is 7. I am a very punctual person. Back in my day, they used to call me Punctual Pointer. That's what they called me. Okay. So, Claudia, I'm excited to have you here. You are a real one. Thank you for tapping in. Would you share with these gentlemen, these ladies, these wonderful people all around the world, your name, your age, and what you do?
I'm Claudia. I'm 29 and I'm a patient advocate. So I fight with health insurance companies to make sure they get the treatment that the physician orders, not what the insurance company mandates.
Hey, man. Well, thank you for your service, Claudia. Wow. That's a true blessing.
Yes.
That's a true service. Share with us this, Claudia. What are you looking for in a real one?
A real one, somebody that's like honest, fun, make me laugh, isn't intimidated easily.
Hmm. Okay. Okay. Share with us this. Always an important question. What are some of your deal breakers? We call them heartbreakers. Red flags. What are things you're not going to tolerate?
Like I have to get all the attention.
Mm.
Lying's a no-go. And, uh, and you have to be smart. You do, you do. I'm quick, so you have to be able to keep up with me.
Okay. Okay. Very interesting. All right. Well, Claudia, I'm not going to delay it. You do have some gentlemen that have tapped in just for you. Okay. So, what I do want you to know before we do it, folks, remember, memberships. Bless your boy so I can eat dinner and we can talk about Richmond in depth. There are actually some clips that were not released that I don't really want to show unless there is some support for it. So make sure you do that. But Claudia is ready. Claudia, we're going to present our first real one. If you do not like what you see, if you don't like what you hear, you can say the word pop, even if you want to sing it in the style of Pointer, pop, 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 and this will come up on the screen. Okay. And that
Okay.
signifies, Claudia, that the real one
Are they
connects.
going to be mad at me? I have high standards. Are they going to get mad?
I want you. You're a real one. Well, that's why you're here. So no, your standards are your standards, and we never ask anyone to really compromise in terms of stuff that means a lot to them.
Okay.
Like for me, my standard that
Oh,
means a lot
and
is
you have to like dogs also, because I have Jerome.
woof woof. Got a little doggies. Okay. Very good. And then fans, just so you know, if you have a burning question that you want to ask Claudia or the real one that's about to be on screen, why don't you put a little seasoning on your comment? We'll display it on the screen and you'll be able to ask. Okay. But make it a higher denomination, a penny, RIP Lincoln, but that ain't going to pay the bills. All right. Anyway, Claudia, I'm ready for your first real one. Are you ready?
I am. Yes.
Okay, let's have this gentleman tap in, a fan favorite. Let's do it, Mr. Case. How you doing?
What's going on, Pointer? What's going on, Miss Claudia?
My
Hi,
brother.
how are you?
Good. I'm doing well. How about you guys?
Living the dream.
So happy to have you here, Case. Would you share with Claudia and the world your name, your age, and what you do?
My name is Case. I am 30 years old. Got tripped up there. Forgot that I'm 30 now. And I do a couple things. I'm an entrepreneur. I run a business, like a gag gifts novelty business. And then I'm a professional basketball player. So I'm actually down in Costa Rica playing ball right now.
So you're short. You're short.
Yeah, I'm a short guy. I'm a short guy.
Very good. Very good. Now, Case, share with us this. Now, some of our fans remember you, Case. Okay, because you've been a real one for quite some time, and your heart is in the right place. So tell us this: what makes you a real one?
I think I'm a real one, Pointer, because I just tell it how it is. I try and be honest. What I see, I'm gonna say. I think I'm a loyal person. That might be why I haven't had a girlfriend in so long. You know what I mean? Because it's like, if there's not somebody that I feel like is worth it, then I'm not even gonna mess with it. So
that makes a lot of sense.
Sounds good. It sounds good. But a man is only as good as his words. So you'd have to prove it.
Gotta back it up for sure. Walk the walk.
Back it up. Won't you back it up? I think Vic Wobble, one bigger one, to back it up. Now, Case, share with us this. What are you looking for in a real one?
I'm looking for somebody that I can have fun with. Obviously there's all the keywords, the loyalty, the honesty, all that stuff. But I'm looking for someone that I can have fun with. I can experience life with, adventure, keep me on my toes, and I'm not going to get bored. Just want to enjoy life and live it to the fullest.
That's a beautiful thing. Okay, in Case, I'm sure you have some deal breakers. We call them heartbreakers. What are some things you're not going to tolerate?
Yeah. Again, it's kind of those hot button things, but dishonesty. Someone who is, I really don't like big egos. So someone who just has a massive ego and is super self-centered. Those are definitely big no-nos for me. And then someone who doesn't take care of themselves. I really value health and fitness, and someone who takes care of themselves, their mind, their body. That's really important.
Beautiful. Okay. Okay. Well, I'm going to throw it to the lovely bachelorette, Claudia. Claudia, do you have a question for Case? I see CNC here. Claudia and Case. Any question?
You know, where are you from? I mean, are you like, you don't, I guess not, maybe you don't have to say state. I don't know. Are you, I'm in Missouri. Is that close or far?
Oh, wow, you're in Missouri. I've been to Missouri once. I went to Kansas City.
Hated it.
It was not, I mean, you're gonna probably have to come out to California, Claudia, because Missouri, I don't know about that. So
we could talk about it. We could talk about it. You could figure out the flight.
You don't look like a classic Missouri girl to me.
I'm from Georgia. I'm from Georgia, and I look a lot taller than I am, like on camera for whatever reason. I'm like 5'3", so I'm tiny. Okay. But I've got a big spirit. I've got a big spirit.
I like that. Big spirit. Okay. But to answer your question, I am from California. So
have you always lived there?
No, I've lived all over. So I grew up in California, and then after college, I went to college in California, and then after that, because of playing basketball, I've lived all around the world. So been in a bunch of different countries. I did spend some time on the East Coast, lived in Baltimore for a little bit. But for the most part, California is the home base.
Did you live in other countries playing basketball?
Yeah, exactly.
I lived in France for a year.
Really?
Yes.
You speak French?
So, no parler français.
Okay.
Oui, baby, oui. There could be some we happening here. There could be some connecting. I want to ask a few more questions, right? Because you never know how a real one connection can be established.
Wait, I have one more.
No, do your thing. Absolutely.
Dogs?
Dogs?
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I love dogs. I got a little puppy too. What's your dog's name? Did you say his name is Jerome?
It's Jerome, yes. That's
Jerome
his legal name. He works at the medical office I work at.
Jerome works there?
Yeah, he's got a full-time job. He's got to pay bills, half and half.
Does he have a suit half as good as Pointer's?
What'd you say?
Does Jerome wear a suit half as good as
Pointer's? He wears
Pointer's?
a bow tie every single day. He's just naked right now because he wasn't expecting to be on. It changes monthly. Yes, he's very dapper.
He's just showing it all to the camera today.
Exactly. He was just like, maybe I'll be a bit risky.
You never know. Wow. Dang. Okay. Well, Case, I want to throw it to you. Do you have a question for Claudia?
So you live in Missouri. Is your game plan to stay in Missouri, or would you be moving? Are you just a Midwest girl hanging out?
No. I definitely plan on moving. Where to? I don't know. I definitely want to be near a beach. That's like the goal. Nice. And it really just depends because like with what I'm doing, it's nationwide. So like I travel a lot for work too. Okay. Like towards the end of the year, I'm speaking at a conference. I have like 2 different segments that people will be going to. So like I get to travel, but also like I want to get out of Missouri because kind of Missouri people aren't the nicest.
Because
I'm a little Georgia peach. So
she said some of the people in Missouri aren't really the kindest.
No, they don't get my humor either. I'm a funny gal if you can get me. You just got to be smart enough.
Okay.
Are you smart enough, Case? Are you smart enough?
Hey, Claudia's going to have to find out.
All right. Well, I'm not the type to delay real one connections. I can ask a few more questions. This is really an essential, really. In this format, it can be kind of tough to establish a first date. Case as the man. What do you think you would do to, hook up a first date with Claudia?
Shoot. I mean, obviously I'm down in Costa Rica right now playing ball. She's in Missouri. So we probably need to exchange information, get talking a little bit. And then, I mean, depending on how good the connection is and how adventurous Claudia is, she would have to either come to Costa or
I was going to say, I'm spontaneous. I'll come to Costa. That's a vacation.
I love that. I'm super spontaneous too.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I got, maybe one more question, maybe. My one more question for both of you is, are there any final questions?
You got anything, Claudia?
I have nothing.
I got one for you, Pointer.
Okay, what you got?
My first time meeting you, you promised me your sister. If I take a date out with Claudia, will you promise not to tell your sister?
That's a big deal breaker for me.
Wait.
I'm kidding.
Claudia, that is a joke. That is a joke.
Claudia, that's a test on your sense of humor, Claudia. Come on,
Case and I go way back, and he's a real
loyalty.
one, so I've always done my best to try to hook him up with a real one. So don't take that serious. He would be all eyes on you.
You don't have to defend him.
That's my boy, man. We go way back. Okay, well, do both of you believe this could be a real one connection?
I wouldn't mind.
We could like talk.
Yeah, it could be. A lot of people think I'm asking,
Like if you were to propose, I'd be like,
give it a week.
what's supposed to like?
A week at least, yeah.
A week at least.
I mean,
of course. But
2 hours, and then we can have it planned.
So both of you say yes. Could be.
Does Jerome say yes? What's Jerome?
Jerome, show us. So Jerome, I think Jerome is. Yeah, I saw a little nod there. So I want the fans comments, clap it up because we're gonna do a little look at this. Wow, pop the balloon. She didn't pop. See, we upgraded from last time, y'all. We upgraded. Okay, well, Claudia and Case, I am going to send you each other's information. I don't really want you to say it to the whole wide world because then Claudia, other brothers will be sliding in your DMs and Case has to start swinging. So I will send that info to you separately, and then y'all will connect CNC.
Perfect.
Beautiful. Y'all are amazing. Thank you so much for tapping in with a real one, real time. Congratulations, folks. You did it. You got your real one connection, and we love to
Appreciate you, Pointer.
You're awesome. I told you, Case, you hang around long enough.
Special, so
you
special.
go to the barbershop long
wedding.
enough, you're going to end up getting a cut, So we appreciate it. All right. Thank you both. Y'all are amazing.
Much appreciated.
Beautiful. All right.